The journey of motherhood is one of profound transformation, marked by moments of joy, anticipation, and inevitably, challenge. After childbirth, a woman is not simply returning to her former self, she is emerging as someone new, shaped by both the miracle of birth and the very real physical and emotional toll it often takes. The process of healing after giving birth is not simply about recovering from the event of labor. It is about nurturing, restoring, and discovering oneself as a mother. In the days and weeks following delivery, what happens in the life of a mother can set the tone for her health and happiness, and, by extension, her babies, for years to come. Physical recovery after childbirth is a complex process that begins the moment the baby is born. According to the latest guidelines from Vinmec International General Hospital, postpartum recovery can be initiated at any time, even while the mother is still in the hospital. This early start is crucial, as it helps prevent complications, supports natural healing, and lays the foundation for long-term well-being. For women who have had a vaginal delivery, medical professionals often recommend beginning rehabilitation between 4 to 6 weeks after birth, while mothers who have experienced a cesarean section may be advised to wait until the 8th week or later. This distinction is important, as the body needs time to heal from the specific stresses and wounds of each type of delivery. During this period, rest and nourishment are not luxuries, they are essential elements of recovery. Sleep can be elusive with a newborn, but even short periods of rest throughout the day can make a significant difference. Nutrition is another cornerstone. A balanced diet rich in protein, vitamins, and minerals supports healing, replenishes lost stores, and provides the energy needed for milk production and the demands of caring for a newborn. Hydration is equally vital, especially for breastfeeding mothers, as it supports milk supply and overall bodily function. Yet, physical healing is just one part of the picture. The emotional journey after birth can be equally daunting. The hormonal fluctuations that accompany the postpartum period can leave mothers feeling vulnerable, anxious, or sad. It is not uncommon for new mothers to experience the baby blues, a period of mood swings and tearfulness that typically resolves within a couple of weeks. However, for some, these feelings can deepen into postpartum depression or anxiety, conditions that deserve recognition and compassionate care. Recognizing the importance of mental health, support programs like those provided by Moms Orange County have become invaluable. These programs offer postpartum education, breastfeeding support, and mental health resources, creating a network of understanding and connection for new mothers. Knowing that one is not alone in this journey is a powerful antidote to the isolation that many women feel during the early days of motherhood. Self-care, often misunderstood as selfish or indulgent, is in reality an act of profound love, not only for oneself, but for one's child. Taking time to rest, to eat, to shower, or simply to breathe is not a sign of weakness, but of wisdom. The body and mind need nurturing, especially after the marathon of pregnancy and the sprint of labor. Gentle exercise, as recommended by experts, is another key to postpartum recovery. When the body is ready, simple activities like walking or stretching can help restore strength, improve circulation, and lift mood. For some mothers, pelvic floor exercises are particularly beneficial, helping to regain control and reduce discomfort. The timing of these activities is important. Listening to the body and consulting with healthcare providers ensures that exercise supports, rather than hinders, the healing process. The role of family and friends in this journey cannot be overstated. Support, whether it comes in the form of a cooked meal, a listening ear, or help with household chores, can be transformative. New mothers are encouraged to seek and accept help, understanding that this is not a sign of inadequacy, but a testament to the communal nature of raising a child. In some cultures, postpartum care is a deeply honored tradition, with rituals and practices designed to nurture the mother as she recovers. Embracing such support, whether formal or informal, can ease the transition into motherhood. It is also important for mothers to maintain regular contact with healthcare professionals throughout the postpartum period. Scheduled checkups provide opportunities to address physical healing, monitor emotional health, and receive guidance on breastfeeding, contraception, and infant care. Open communication with doctors, nurses, and specialists ensures that concerns are addressed early and that mothers receive the individualized care they deserve. For mothers recovering from a cesarean section, the healing process may involve additional challenges. The surgical wound requires careful attention to prevent infection, and physical activity may need to be limited for a longer period. Pain management, wound care, and gradual reintroduction of movement are all part of a tailored recovery plan. Patience is essential. The body is healing not only from childbirth, but from major surgery. As the weeks pass, many mothers find that their bodies and minds slowly regain strength. Yet, healing is not always linear. There may be setbacks, days of fatigue, moments of doubt, or lingering discomfort. These experiences are normal and should be met with compassion rather than frustration. Healing is a journey, not a destination, and every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory. Breastfeeding can be both a source of joy and a challenge during this time. While it provides optimal nutrition for the baby and supports bonding, it can also be physically demanding and emotionally taxing. Issues such as sore nipples, engorgement, or concerns about milk supply are common. Support from lactation consultants or postpartum educators can make a significant difference, offering practical advice and reassurance. In some cases, mothers may choose not to breastfeed or may be unable to do so for medical or personal reasons. It is important to remember that the well-being of both mother and child is paramount, and that there are many ways to nurture and nourish a baby. Compassion for oneself is vital in making feeding choices that are right for each unique family. The process of healing after birth is also a time of reflection and growth. Many mothers find themselves reevaluating priorities, redefining relationships, and discovering strengths they never knew they possessed. There is beauty in this vulnerability and power in the realization that despite challenges, new life and new beginnings are possible. Participating in postpartum support groups or educational programs can be a lifeline during this season. The resources offered by organizations such as Moms Orange County, including mental health support and parenting education, provide a sense of community and continuity, reminders that the path of motherhood, though deeply personal, is also universally shared. As the initial weeks give way to months, the focus of healing often shifts from recovery to renewal. Mothers begin to reclaim their identities, finding ways to integrate their new roles with the passions and pursuits that define them. This process is not about returning to who they were before, but about embracing who they are becoming. The journey of healing after childbirth is, in many ways, the beginning of a new chapter. It is a time to honor the body for all it has accomplished, to nurture the mind and spirit, and to build the foundation for a healthy, joyful life with one's child. The support of family, friends, healthcare professionals, and community resources creates a network of strength, reminding mothers that they are not alone. There is a quiet power in the act of restoration. Each gentle walk, each nourishing meal, each moment of rest is an affirmation of life and love. Each conversation with a trusted friend or a caring professional is a thread in the tapestry of healing. And with each passing day, the wounds of childbirth become the scars of strength, reminders of the incredible capacity of the human body and spirit. In some cultures, postpartum care is seen as a sacred duty with rituals of warmth, rest, and nourishment. These traditions recognize that the mother, in giving birth, has crossed a threshold and that she deserves time, care, and honor as she finds her way back to herself. Whether through the embrace of tradition or the support of modern medicine, the principle remains the same. Healing takes time, and mothers deserve every resource that can support them on this journey. For mothers facing emotional challenges, the message is clear. You are not alone, and help is available. Postpartum depression and anxiety are common, affecting women from all backgrounds. Reaching out for support is an act of courage, and early intervention can make a profound difference. Professional counseling, peer support, and, when needed, medical treatment are all tools that can aid recovery and restore joy. For partners and family members, the role of supporter is both essential and rewarding. Simple acts, Listening without judgment, offering practical help, or encouraging self-care can lighten the load and foster resilience. Understanding that healing is a process, with good days and hard days alike, creates space for empathy and growth. Ultimately, the journey of healing after childbirth is about more than recovery. It is about transformation. It is about honoring the body's wisdom, embracing the heart's vulnerability, and forging a new identity as a mother. It is about recognizing that strength and softness can coexist, that seeking help is a sign of wisdom, and that every step taken toward healing benefits not only the mother, but her child, her family, and her community. In the quiet hours of the night, when the world feels still and the weight of responsibility is heaviest, mothers can remember, healing is possible. With each breath, each act of care, and each moment of connection, they are writing a new story, one of resilience, hope, and love. The scars of childbirth are not marks of weakness, but badges of courage, reminders of the journey taken and the new life begun. As time passes, the memories of exhaustion and pain will fade, replaced by the steady confidence that comes from having faced challenge and emerged stronger. The role of a mother is demanding, but it is also filled with moments of beauty and grace, a smile, a first word, a tender embrace. Through it all, the process of healing continues, unfolding in ways both visible and unseen. To all mothers beginning this journey, honor your body, nurture your spirit, and accept the support that surrounds you. Healing after childbirth is not a race, but a passage. A time to be gentle with yourself, to celebrate progress, and to trust in the resilience that is your birthright. In caring for yourself, you are also caring for your child, setting the stage for a lifetime of health, happiness, and connection. Let this be the beginning, not just of recovery, but of a new chapter, one defined by self-compassion, strength, and the unbreakable bond between mother and child. In healing, you are not only mending what was broken, but building something beautiful, enduring, and new.